This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
There's Shatta Wale mu here and this process no. And no can be and genuine Ghanaian businessmen and women are always face that restriction when they are doing business in Europe and America.
Thank you, Doctor.
Ghana,
I'm not going there, please. Sam, it's not part of my topic. We are not going there. I beg you. No. I had on your court. We will not settle it.
Where your first and our subscribe. You like a video, comment. And to comment section. We are near share. Na my entisimo nana Otu Darko ne squad no so akache autonomy ne kodwonom na Samson Asaki na nana Otu Darko chese Raf ade okoyeye ewo Rich Hospital no humfum so bi e wo Raf nya hwe na nurse ni na waba na gi ne nsa na ne ti se ye bu ndom pemu ni sare o se entro entro because we video CCTV video na Raf ambono o yeso ko pre no anu kra anti phone nekuta no na twa na se opache sese kan ya wo kan ho asem anti ho no wa rabeshi nurse na asem no na kwatie si mo Dr. David Tinkran PRO de ma nurses midwife association no ono so wa fire ne pa se sanse mo keka defa yera kwaba mintakando ho no nyai because mintakando health minister ya minister bi o yedwuma pa wa yeso bi yedwuma no ontim stop no one time kra de bi Shatta Wale asem no so no omabo ewremo Shatta sisi ya release no na Huntor kire say dia Shatta ne fraud boys ni bi ye money laundering ne hu kon ba nde wanka but send ye no na boys no mo so mo ye ane car deals a omo to fi ha no Shatta de o se wo to ne car no fi street o se santi na businessmen e wo ma mu kwa na ya blacklist o monti Shatta ya ye be yinama
versus Rich and of course Honorable Minta Akando in the picture. But in Sembi Bimo Kafan Honia there, and you see this country, most of us are not serious. Unya minister on why ready so besumwa, we take him for granted. Ministers so mumu ya into say ministers a besum ya in the past administrations so we praise them. It's Ghana Franca say mudu renyede. You have a minister like Honorable Minta Akando, very down to earth, Kwame. Minister Otimi Ewura a hospital ko patients. Say patients egugu hodum bisa mo say na mo to say mo ba ye no say na nurses ni doctors treat mo na sikasam ko say munya sika to aduro na sabi mo kura mo didi just minister ebisa bisa ni asabi ye misakura not because for the fun of it or protocol and if we matters the noise around certain things no and yes he want to whip up public sentiment. But indeed, you will see a minister who to me say, why a crowd say Ghana be fan into my pefra. And that is Minta Akando. A Juma Papaya way in Yankayo. Rafa or what shaking no. I don't know better than the topic. And to me, some say, no, my way, especially NPP for a dream ben panadumte. It is sad. It is sad. And I'm a prime minister, me who say, the minority in parliament atrokrata abo minister yabasoda enyema pa Honorable Minta Akando eye me huru say one way ne wo criticize no abona baso Ghana registered nurses and medical say midwifery association say midwifery operation sa squad no me I respect every nurse in this country. I respect every doctor, every lab technician, in fact every health personality. Me boo. But sir, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association led by Sam Ameno or the same thing cry was mana too political. It is a query there. Maybe Boadu and Timmy I can't say that. But how much I say they are not in to support the health system of our country. How much let's say purely political. Me I am in person make us ma me ni kun ana ya NPP chairman Obotiano. Esa na me sa asem no. Eti me nkasa. But o me mo bia kasa ni kun ya NPP chairman ti wo mo koda wo mo dwene ho a no de krata ba bonten. O dia say ene Ghana Registered Nurses Midwifery Association so why omo bo Honorable Minta Akando tisu so bo ye man 48 hours and arrest ofiti no arrest It's your investigations. Your investigations. In any case, your case will be a could do bonny wabam and will be a discard. And as so Janibi and now Australia, and I say police and a security personnel be at the bonia. The person is first you can say interdicted. You're interdicted on the parkono. And Kwame, one tape now, Honorable Kasa, what you say, Wakasa here, you say, eti like not on training, sir, and tia, Sabi, Wako to a prison, Krana, when the parkono training, sir, eti more. You see, why? I deal with so better than the topic. Yeah, over Facebook, where one of the hospitals are Honorable Minta Kando, Eko ye, Eno Mudin Kobo, and Minim se Kasa Wasianka, Ghana Fonte Kakra. Wow, I mean, like you see, yeah, too much. This man is working. Honorable Minta Kando, Ejuma Woyi. Look, Ghana Niete, how many health ministers? And ye nya sebi fitting Kruma Breswa. Ye nya health minister bia was sorry free na catch it. And yes, sir, what called the normal service check. It's any anya when it nurses ni doctors could didn't come up. A managing hospitals na ya no sa professionalism no where he went down to the patients. What's him me back no catch and say well by fit an pay man drew. And it's true. Say anyone be because and sometimes nurses ni be on yade, but they be so yade. And sometimes you can also even blame the nurses because omiye under supply. Omiye under supply. Because o man nankasa ne yenyina brand sikase munti yenyana mo awie school yentimi mfa mo nya adwuma. But as a country we should try dedicate. Look, we have resources. One more tifie ne yemfo mu ngu nurse mu Ghana for ye okwan bia so ebetua. When you honorable minister ye me de bia me kama sem say so we are there otu maba betena siaka. I don't care whether I meet you or I don't meet you. I don't care. I don't care. You who say ma melody na mahama eye adwuma in opposition. Kwame obi ahia no. We don't care whether we meet because adwuma Panama me in opposition. Me say anka ebetima koma me Rebecca Kufuado honom because that time me Rebecca na neska no ho. Adenti ana adwuma Lodina Mahama and today Mecca and Semni bi nso afa ma me Lodina ani ne kuno adwuma pa omso omguso ye. Such a person Minta Kando bisase e de na ekoso ma ye ma me mo e kire nyemam. Etiene ma papa ye. Ghana Registered and Nurses Association enya ne ma pa enkanfa. NPP, especially minority in parliament. Etime mo papa we abaso. Na mom ye say wako hage raf. Oh. Onu kura je so hage no. Oye den. Watch ya no. Onu tia no keke. Na Kwame, granted in pose o hage rafa. Raf no asema no kan ye bebokuru. CCTV cameras na buy no. Send ye na ye ne PRO bi kasa no. Kwame ote unhu se auto phone bi. I don't want to prejudge. But Nyomi ye may certain places. Oh, Rabba Miakura, no be vice president, or you have minister. Or be a vice president in this country. The second most important person in Ghana. The portfolio. Eko ha gay and Centrefua Kanyambrasam. Centrefua, Wamunkase Muno, Omunya John Dramani Mahama, Umbe Kuno, no Ometra Lodina Mahamati. Wamumpo Oko Hagewam, for picture netos money. I don't know the Obian carry. We're cramming Central Force, TikTokers. Yes, I'm in Central for 1 year TikTokers, social media now for. I have 4, you know, will be a only send an check it. Sakam and Katia to be trained in Ghana cities. Aquariums or Tomiansa, 1002. A Tommy is so many in some Munwa. So be your proper mic, Webby. Now you find a Jumam, I Jumano, a better. Na wana befano nyansa sema no beka ye yo man yo beka nsemunu ti TikTokers wo mo kura TikTokers we not disrespect to TikTokers because you want TikTokers be a wo mo use platform no to heal our country Omukura kensem hunu ebo man. Owura ba me say awa tu. Me no ba momra. Chalefa owura ba me picture ne to so wo hagen crofo. Na no minority in parliament omo hu ye. NPP mu hu ye. Adam ya nya atum sa. What kind of hypocrisy is that? Messi say in the Kwame. Centro no amutu try ya to futrogu Ghana for any no. Yamanin ka ho. Some truth are repeated lies. No kurabi wo hon ma yentra ya twa ato ho ya sesan na dan no krene. Yesa. One say the world is square in shape. Yenyi ye no. One say the world is spherical. Afi bra Facebook na be. Owura ba mia. O hage TikTok no. Amamboyo for krampo hage wom. Yeah, in any judge. And you cannot blame Ura Bamia because we're a politician. I'm a politician, my Bamuntias. We're a politician, and politicians hagging. Politician, when you grow back, you not because of your opel vote. Look, I do not politicians say, I am normal. It's me, Nana, I can't say, Nana do Danko Kufado. Nissa Wabruniasem. Ya only thing I make I say, will you sue your private jet? Yes, agenda. No. So oba kofa say wa broni am emfa me ho nyame ka ta say emfa me ho eti ne mebu han ma me Otu Darko no waste my time on it because sometimes we criticizing from your west don't waste my time on it say oba ka jam say be ma bi akofa get we news be ma akofa get news oh any news the only thing any news is say a government seeker na a government private jet na and the news to walk off say wa bronia kofa fa usika top private jet and high private jet man but na kufa na kofa say wa bronia me fa mo ben me ma no mo so mo nyesa no mo ndika to the first one eti ne mabu hon ma me friend tag me no ehun ya me I will think of where to massa enya koda bi afri biase enya koda bi enfa duane nsi ohia ni anim I mean now, you can't watch bra Facebook never picture no lie. Me can't try na. Oh hageno, eno hageno no. Eti minta kando. E dia na mo bon ni ti susu boyi. Why den? Me try ne mapa minta kando aye base ba kugura me yichi da wi bebre. And anytime woni ma bebra me ye. Because if minta kando a ese mi radwo mahama ne yira kache kakra. Drips ensensam so ho no mo a ese me hwe ho no kakra. Nyam ka ta se ene abejafo be ba ye bedi nkomo eno nso ho kakra akwatia ensensem ese ekọ ne ene ayi empanyifo nso di nkomo ne ene masa adaje ne puso ba sensem nu bi se na ese ka ne to ase munya sensem nu no asa minta kando so sabi oni kama fo no amu aso din ti na mo kagu no so sa adan mo me yen kan ni papa na onya boni bia. He's not even supposed to be the center of attraction. Or no, onye rich, or no, onye rough. Eti, or no, how Osimu saying? Anyways, micro minority. Omanye de don't want relevant. Normal. Metumasi, you just want to be relevant. Very well. But if this is how relevance is about, then I don't want to be relevant. I want to be relevant for the positive reasons, for the right causes. Me a journalist bia sanka me pese sabi me di ye tse me nuanu bia, and I'm not saying say me nuanu bia di ye in journalism nyana ya kronfo. I didn't say that, but the binsu ni makwa mo fa so di ye nyina betima fa sa akwa no so bi, but every year net say me nim say radio abom skani nti me man fa 100,000 cedis MS am destiny. No wokọ no ahia no mema twa. And so bia anka wunya abotra ubenya $100 million or pounds na ebia with some 200,000 cedis as a sound shebre na politician na use to get on an agenda. Etimi politician obey na dwen so obamanim for bribe obedwini too. But we have some journalists in this country, politician and on drink kra no free women me go nim say o kronfo wonim say the one see the kra to pro so obeje I am famra. Thank you. Sabi car kura ye ni bi. Men kan gu me ho ani ma ase. Kwa me kwa start produce ofo trotro. Me bon price will be na dum one day o hand ma o say ya talk abecho. But I know it will pay someday. I know it will pay up someday. And then there be a bro. But minim say osuru e record adwuma pa ye yasum Ghana. You understand what I'm saying? It's one way adwuma pa. Let's praise them. Minta Kando is one of them. And I know sir professional journalists my crowd some be sum Ghana mo no so. But ale yanko so njina brane we will overcome them. Minim say jene for the doors was system. But I tell you say yeah, few of us we can overcome them. This stop Agrada from going to prison. You talk unintelligently. As a man, you critical thinking and practical reasoning in school. You tell me for Jesus na na matam and I'm the parliament. Why? Now radical. You see, look where books, yeah, but it's not the ultimate tool. The ultimate factor for national development is adjoining the intellect of the creator. Now you throw Facebook not free. Challenge our mind for work. Yeah, in the book. On my way, just out to profile and him. Go and tell that to the Chinese. No, go to Korea. No, go to France. No, go to Singapore. Go to Malaysia. Who speak Malay? Bunch of jokers. A country that prioritizes English over a Greek will speak English on empty stomach, and Ghana is one of them. But Kwame, some family call Minta Akando, and let's listen to this video. In fact, we nanka ajuma mebeye ne ho. But you see, Kwame, let's set the record straight because it's becoming me who minister na you. Minister Kra on we bunkro, he has respected them. Ajay ajuma aberich. Kanoforia tanko baba. Adanya kana nete. Kanoforia tanko baba. Emre wa kura ni kwakura. Wa kunkum bebre through the domestic debt exchange program. So when you have people like Minta Kanda, please let's respect them. The least we can do is to applaud what they are doing and not to denigrate them. They see before you can decode this wisdom. Inti so we NPP need ya say nyansen untimi decode. We see people need untimi decode. Necessarily, but must you be an NDC before you can decode this wisdom? What is this pure hatred? That make can say, and you see, I don't want to engage in tribal bigotry this morning, but you see, it's obvious that when a certain NDC government is in power, we treat them with a pinch of salt, and when a certain MPP is in power, we treat them like Arabian kings. Even though MPP for Niviaye, we still go and worship and treat them like Arabian kings. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if John Dramani Mahama from Ne, I will tell him today. You know why? Ghana is bigger than any president of the land. Ghana is bigger than any political party of the land. A team will be in the meeting chair, that's fine. But at least vision one, time I John Dramani Mahama also, and I gave it to him. But the difference between John Dramani Mahama and DC, any Ebia or Bamian people, they say, John Dramani Mahama, no fire no cry. Apart from say Austrino, not only vindictive, no, not or say I wear canoe. And some more person was a son who was yes suffering home. That is John Dramani Mahama. But Bamia, NDC, I can say MPP Bamia, they will never. Miss my women, you 1 year doom light. You can catch the minister for energy. So we ran a pool. My timetable was here then. I am fair timetable. He disrespected us in this country. So why? They told anything. Minister no crown no wabutre. And so Ghana registered nurses and wow meguno. Ghana registered nurses and midwifery wine. No, I call it Meguno. No, Massa, we want intelligent groupings in this country. Focus groupings about for Ghana to be saved. Ghana registered nurses and midwife. One someone had the pentimi home din. Ghana registered nurses and midwife association. Midwifery. Mr. Meguno. Mami no lead in the Meguno. What they are done, the women organizer wing of NPP. Muntimi can crunch no more. Now, South PR is very arrogant. One Ghana registered nurse PR, very arrogant guy. I pointing fingers at Honorable Minta. You this small boy, who are you? Small boy. When your PR ready, I won't come on to now. We are PR, we are Jumabaya. Ghana Registered Nurses Association, we PR, we are Massa. No, me, I respect nurses. No, Kwame, me bu nurses. Look, rich for Bianca. And now me better man come for rich. Rich for me. Nurses, doctors, lab technicians, Kwame, I respect them. But that equal me Sino equal phone. Memintimingo. Yabe has saying what? Sina ba me issue or make sense leadership we won't be free so. Yeah, sponsor different leadership I take over. But I'm say your concern nurses associations war. What also been trouble? Me solid pa. Me dey concern nurses. Yes and you ever support to concern. My release be cry. Me concern nurses. Yes. Me answer for. Say. So oye farmer. So opeso otire say nurse adwuma no enye kuayo eti wo mo ye kuafo de wo munim de. Wo mo ye kuafo eye nimguasefo. Wo na ye kuafo opeso otire say sebi ye nananom a edi kua ehwe ye school no wo munim nyansa. Ka say minister no odwen say we eye kuayo. No wo ye general secretary Magana, I can now understand why some nurses ejai tau egu enkrofo yem after operation. Surgeons and I can understand because when we are no course no wabe surgeons we operation. Obawie no eja tau obi yem no. We have doctors in this country, dedicated to jumapa. We have nurses in this country, we have lab technicians in this country. We salute all of you this afternoon. But appendages of health, BTC General Secretary of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwifery Association with you. Womo. And Etimo about saying, how did you vote? How could you elect such element to be your leaders, nurses and doctors? How? Midwives, for what? Catch a honorable minister, Minta Kando, who can say, winning is so fear. Now I have when you bid that and we are sabe utimi biwa no kase wakase farming na bio na enyo honorable Minta Kando pon wadi na tamu a ye maame ne papa no ye na nanom akuafo. How do you insult them with this nonsense talk? Now when I interview no ana obi so join this me these are the kind of interviews I like. Me come get to radio no so your phone number be mabala go to hell. Go to hell. Because on tell radio soon the D on attempt wunyo bia. Ni aya ni so kura post by association. They say na me leader of University Student Association of Ghana, sometimes association for getting carry. Why? Ejuma Minta Kando aye. No, but why is even Minta Kando at the center of attraction? Why? Is Minta Kando Ridge Hospital? Is Minta Kando RAF? And yani PR of Ridge Kasa. She said categorically say, "Eya RAF to phone no." And I said, "What the phone no ebo abaywa na phone no etwa no phone etwa nipa. Mo ka se enkoto and the radio well." RAF, why National Youth Organizer MNDC. Pablo, quite Minister for Youth no. What na tija RAF. Basin Tali, Ekoye, Kojini, why ye adwuma no. What na tija RAF as Deputy National Youth Organizer. And I say Akugan, someone your deputy communications ni bim. RAF na take over. Chairman Asia dun ketia, wa run pa boa RAF. And I fifi kwete say RAF and the personal assistant. So why do you come we mo ma dwene nya dwuma o. Nasa dwene na nya dwuma ni peduane bre, let the mind work. Your mind for day. Opeso ya no de connect NDC. Ralph Imunso no he speaks his mind. O NDC o NPP obeka na dwan kire. So what person connect ya na de na kofa John Mahama ho. Enso de mfa. But I'm happy that at least there is a video. Into more investigations, you know. So more video be anyway, that is different. But it's a video where pan a CCTV footage. Then you train. And Ralph, wherever you are, I don't know your mood. Don't be afraid. May ya DNA may defend ya. I will not be afraid that somebody will arrest me. No. I will make sure I will stand up to the defense of Asamu America. Samiti ye na maka bibi yes national security abeche me. O metima me. No. I buafo a music executive and entertainment analyst, artist, manager. I'm sure see kwere me benya script official bi na di komo but kwa me unya lawyer nso ma me a anka many beje because then utie Shatta Wale the position, you know, send you watch the chim. Come here, say on the he was doing the right thing. I'm a watch receipt of payment near the end. Yes, say and again, I'm sure say they will check the receipt as against the value of the car. Because then who could receipt as a ton on the market and then they'll be able to so Sana ya Boadu eka. Meaning which position you picking from?
So for me, Debian Mekase, when the law is activated, we should allow the law to work. What we can do as human beings, as entertainers, and as individuals or citizens, is the fact that we need to always try to be in a safe space where the law doesn't come to you. All of this wouldn't have been in the public if Shatta Wale didn't come out, say, in a live video talking about it and all that. But at the end of the day, if you're a celebrity, there's a law. So okoto a used phone. And even if the phone is stolen,
yes.
So we should be very safe. And I'm saying this because entertainers know you find them be for granted.
Okay.
You feel say, oh, we have followers, we have so oh Charlie, I get this thing without even going in and knowing, getting the right receipt, going through the right procedure to acquire that particular property. And
we know Shakramponwa. The fact that no enya some I'm told that was
somebody was shot in the car,
incident no
in the US.
NMA FBI cry ABI tracy
yes
ABI nyesa ampoa nanka.
So the whole story
but Shatta Wale didn't know about that, did he?
Yes, and the whole story then yes ABI it started here in Ghana and I say EOCO for a D can say, oh, let's get this in and let's go and get Shatta Wale. It's the fact that the US government and as the US authorities were the ones who started the conversation. Until what EOCO is doing is helping them, trying to solve the situation and also to calm down the situation and also to return, because I hear say the yellow Lamborghini would be returned to the US to aid in investigations in the account. So I would always say I would say we are doing any business transaction, go through the right process, get the legal documents in the money now. But it's not a good look for the Ghanaian entertainment, because I have said the story is just something here in Ghana. BBC is reporting it. Other international portals are reporting it, and it's not really a good look for the Ghanaian industry. And the supporters or the fans that are over there, it should be peaceful. At the end of the day, if everything is done, investigations are done.
Shatta case.
Yes,
if you don't release him, we'll break it.
They can make it worse for themselves. And even Shatta Wale, we all love Shatta, we all love Stone, we all love music. And let's solve all of this.
Then I'll come back to ask you, say Shatta Wale free mufia. How is it going to boost his musical career? Because like you said, to me in music, sometimes there's nothing like bad publicity. At the end of the day, now BBC and all those guys are singing you. I'm praying, say he'll be exonerated though. But I know they are ransom, so we don't know what will happen. Now, this letter is from the Economic and Organized Crime Office. You can join me on Facebook, so we read together. Our ref DP 145 so 145 then 145/16 news release towards the media. Etifia Sem Charles Ni Ama Mensah aka Shatta Wale interrogated and granted bail. Oh, okay. Kwam na when sesi na eba won. Okay. Okay, so Charles Ni Ama Mensah aka Shatta Wale was invited by EOCO to assist in investigations surrounding a 2019 Lamborghini Euros, a car identified by the FBI and the U.S. Justice Department as proceeds of a $4 million crime involving one Nana Kwabena Amwa, a Ghanaian who is currently serving jail term in the USA. The investigations form part of a larger investigations regarding possible co-conspirators in the $4 million crime, which occurred in the U.S. involving some Ghanaians and recoveries of the proceeds of the crime. Following requests from the FBI, not just the FBI for Troy, very well, and the U.S. Justice Department of EOCO to take the vehicle and conduct local investigations in respect of uncovering possible co-conspirators in Ghana, EOCO began looking for the vehicle until it was identified and seized in or around May this year in the possession of one Charles Ni Ama Mensah, and he is Shatta Wale. On August 15, 2025, a United States District Court of the Eastern District of Kentucky Central Division of Lexington in a criminal case of the United States of America versus Nana Kwabena Amwa issued an order forfeiting substitute assets on the Lamborghini Urus and URUS Urus. Niente mibisa ne say Worcester mebeka wo sister wa ha tino mami misano kwamkwachi. Okay, Urus in question, authorizing the US government to take possession of the said vehicle in Ghana as restitution for the crime. On August 5, 2025, following a public claim by Charles Ni Ama Mensah that he purchased the car at a price of 150,000 USD from an unidentified party, EOCO issued an invitation to Charles Ni Ama Mensah to report on August 13th, 2025, which appointment was rescheduled for August 20th, 2025 at 10 a.m. to assist with investigation. I think with Machirimu did that. Let's do this finally. Counsel for Charles Ni Ama Mensah indicated to EOCO officers that they would prefer to report at 11 a.m. EOCO readjusted its schedule to align with their time. Shortly before 11 a.m., counsel for Ni Ama called. Okay. Charles Ni Ama arrived. No, Patromaninko Emra Eikakana Minka Esron is lost. Name Esron is lost if ever back down Kakra. Yes, I be lose what we are saying. A bit more down Kakra. Okay. But we also live on Facebook. Enti ubitimi ajoini na also watch the wajuni Shatta Wale and Semina Yeka. Okay. Enti Asiamba. EOCO readjusted its schedule to align with their time shortly before 11 a.m. Counsel for Ni Ama called EOCO to claim that his client was not available and that he was also busy. EOCO indicated to counsel that he and his client were expected to report as scheduled. Okay, so that is the point. they were expected, I beg your pardon, to report as scheduled. Now let's go to the next line. Charles Aman Mensah arrived to the office around 3 p.m. and insisted that he was not going to cooperate until his counsel arrived. And they said yes, until his counsel arrived, he has a right to that, a right which he is entitled and was accorded him. EOCO investigators and Charles Ama Mensah waited for 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. before his counsel showed up. Incidentally, EOCO's closing time is 5 p.m. Nevertheless, EOCO staff and the entire operational team chose to carry on with the interrogation, which ended around 9 p.m. Officers eventually left the office around 11 p.m. Ama was granted bail around 9 p.m. Shortly after interrogation ended, he was granted bail of 10 million cedis with 2 sureties to be justified. Once the sureties were presented, hopefully this morning, EOCO will undertake surety inspection, which is a standard protocol, after which Charles Ama Mensah will leave custody. $150,000 ever Ghana's game where is it? But you check mommy. But say me 10 million cedis, you know. Once the sureties are presented, hopefully this morning, EOCO will undertake surety inspection, which is a standard protocol, after which Charles Ama Mensah will leave custody. So far, Charles Ama Mensah has been unable to identify the person from which he purchased the said Lamborghini Euros. Oh, but how? Vehicle, except to say that he purchased it from the streets. Shatta Wale told streets.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. And we need receipts. Okay, so this is so $150,000, 1.5 million cedis. And we have 10 million cedis surety. So I am kakra. Shatta Yinia. So far, Charles Ama Mensah has been unable to identify the person from whom he purchased the said Lamborghini Euros vehicle, except to say that he purchased it from the street. Anyways. Read it. And from someone possibly called Zach.
Yes.
Zach, there are 1 million Zachs who may have contacted him on WhatsApp. Okay, and I said, Obenya WhatsApp, you know, but whose identity he does not know and whose contact he has thrown away. Charles Ama Mensah does not also possess any documentation in terms of receipts or transfer documents. Oh, set down our life and also receipts, you know.
Yes, that's what he said.
He said
he had the receipt and even on my details of my chassis number.
Yes.
Yeah, and all that. But per EOCO for write up and I say press no. Yeah, it's indicating say only receipts, only contact of the person.
Okay.
And all that. And this is where the conversation starts. And let's buy.
Could it also be say Shatta is shielding somebody? I don't want to go there, but you see, anyways, I don't.
If that is the case, it doesn't look good for him.
Because Charlie, his image. So he shouldn't shield anybody.
Yes, but then again, too, no. Who are you going to blame for this whole thing?
Okay, so I'll come back to complete the letter. Otherwise, it's short. So Mr. Richard Kumodo, I beg your pardon. We're joining in. Kindly give me 30 minutes as you listen to the end, please. Charles Ama Mensah does not also possess any documentation in terms of receipt or transfer document which shows that he owns or purchased the said. Come on. How could you take it from there when I'm reading? Very well. Let me go and do the interview. Security and fraud consultant Yura Richard Kumado. Pending case when it comes to security, when you send your money na obetimi aboayen. Open case yema wakwaba na yema waha ewie.
Thank you, Midase Yankom.
Yo, wadama yenim se Shatta Wale nsem versus EOCO sabi unim de ti wa follow bebre. EOCO domkrata eba bonte anu bi ne yakenkan. Yetie Shatta Wale manager na ne ono so kan say sesia no issue of fraud has been established. Nemumu it has to do with tax related matter. Meanwhile, ni amekan from EOCO tax bi anim ni ade. Me patrol why security consultancy na yebetimi ate ase yie every insemu na the security matters around it nso no especially celebrities ehune ye.
No, normally me a fraud prevention expert. My year for 29 years. So it's about fraud, financial crime, money laundering, auditing, many of those things. I hold expertise there. I actually hold about 6 different expertise.
Wow.
Mina, as I way by initially, Mina TV3 prayer first, and I admonish my brother Shatta Wale. But look as if they didn't hear or they didn't listen. Obaka first time as I way here, the description be by it. Almost classify Shatta Wale as a person of interest. A person of interest means that you may have opportunities all over the world, and answer your vulnerabilities will be many. Let's say, be due diligence about it. Now, number 2, as a state, and answer as a mind, your boys and girls. The said they will understand this. In America, people only know of FBI and CIA. But there were other serious institutions like the White House and Casa, Department of Justice, DOJ, Department of Defense, Pentagon, Homeland Security, and the last one, a very serious State Department. And every president, a State Secretary, no UNICEF, is a foreign ministry. In this particular case, EOCO's letter, they've introduced 2 words. Department of Justice and State Secretary of State in the office of State Department. Next, I said the interest in the case from America, it goes way beyond the FBI and the CIA. And that is what people must understand.
That's just as some class since any who know.
Exactly. Point number 3. Because FBI guys never have CIA baha. To see in this letter we are hearing State Department and Department of Justice. These are institutions. You don't want to have anything negative with them. So for the fact that they are interested in this particular case, this is not a beef between Shatta Wale and Stoneboy, a beef between Shatta Wale and Sarkodie. President John Mahama can come in. A very serious matter when you have these institutions at your back. Point number 3. Anytime as an individual or a group, you have come under crime notice, you have come under investigation notice, you have come under national security interest notice, or you have become a person of interest, there are things you don't do. Number 1, you don't dictate to the investigator. Number 2, you don't put up an awkward behavior. Number 3, you don't speak. When you speak, you might be creating many more vulnerabilities for yourself, and that can be used against you. When you begin to put up awkward behavior, as investigators and as intelligence officers, we can be very, 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 very nice. And we can also be very, very, very rough. I'm using proverbs and I'm using wisdom here.
We are decoding, sir.
Some of the things that have come to the fore. When it comes to the towing of the car, because of your celebrity, when he said the car should not be towed, they didn't tow the car. Raymond or EOCO has the option of coming to the public and tell people the charges against people they are investigating. Raymond actually has never optionized that option. Even in the case of Wound to me, he never exploited until Yenyanuko social media kokanya man or kayano. And then letter be here.
The social media na high power.
That letter no. Weddings na no next say we need to ask our brother to keep quiet and let his lawyers continue. Other than that, he might be coming from a position of weakness and no embuano.
What follow cases be saying be pre and you can't security consultants, fraud consultants Africa. You are one of the leading figures. Usha a lead to him. Nadiena. Shatta Wale is bit my no.
In this country, when you buy a stolen item, you and the original thief, you share the same liabilities, Anna. That is why celebrities. Years ago, I used to teach celebrity due diligence and lifestyle. I think maybe I need to go back and start teaching them again.
Great.
You have come under a crime notice over a car you have bought. Today, because of ABCD, you're the tax abim. You're the financial crime abim because car a end product of a predicament offense, which is money laundering, financial crime. These are serious charges against you. And see, even before the case will go to court, the charges are coming out one after the other. You may not know all the things the investigators have under their sleeve. They will bring 3. And say, no money lawyers, no. Crusade ni mano. Other than that, it is clear. So when you have State Department and you have Department of Justice, FBI, CIA on your case, you will need the heavy hand of God. Other than that, it might not be looking good for you.
Can ankasa nhwemunu abekyerɛ say remnant of a murder case. Na the same car yɛhwehwɛ na ababedi ha. How does that case impact Shatta Wale case negatively or positively? And I say
look at it from different angles. They may just pick one angle to say, you bought a stolen car. And once you bought a stolen car, you and the original main man, the corporate and outside the jail term in the US, no, you share the same liability.
Hey.
And because someone can say you are aiding and abetting. Or you are conniving. Before you put me on air, I had a little conversation between you and my brother there.
Yes.
That is it shading somebody?
Yes.
If this car has come at a crime notice and you are claiming you bought a car from the street, from one Zach, and you threw the number away, and the investigator said you are aiding and abetting, which is a crime law in this country, or you are an active participant or passive participant, or you bought a stolen good and you share the same liability as the guy there, these are charges they can bring against you and it might not look good. And now, you use the word street. Do you know from psychology or from intelligence point of view, once you say you bought a car from the street, then they will treat you like a street person?
Hey.
Yeah, because I'm one of the few people who has been trained to interpret human emotions and body language and wording.
Wow.
And every katabiano, every word you use, we can interpret it.
Wow.
And Nyamabi walk home high. We are only 3 who can do it. One is dead. It's left with only 2 of us. So, our brothers and sisters,
who is the next person?
You have become a person of interest. You either enjoy many opportunities across the globe, or your vulnerabilities are many. What will keep you alive and floating is personal due diligence and your corporate due diligence on everything you do. Because it is clear that when you buy a stolen item, you and the one who stole the item, you share the same liability. And let the lawyers use their legal background and their legal language to diffuse some of these things and create a lineage and a safe leverage for you and a passage so that you can continue enjoying your breakfast.
Now, sir, we the simple say, so see Zach here or talk if you know an daily and number. Sir, it's creative way. What want to mean corner archives? Muna, what want to free the WhatsApp?
So no, come until they will ask you to prove it. So that is what it is. But you know the car will be sent back eventually. Because they are looking for their car and they found it in Ghana. Whoever is in possession of the car can be associated with the crime that led to the purchase of the car. So that is where it is. And if you cannot produce the exact guy where you buy the car, then they may decide to hold you on until you produce it.
Also, no name say chrono dear, no name.
But you say you bought it from the street. And you throw the number away. Meaning away in your pickup, where Lamborghini.
But your advice be how celebrities and Shatta Wale the team, no.
When you have become a person of interest, you will enjoy many benefits across the globe. But it means that your vulnerabilities are also many. And a stranger is not your friend. Number 2, live a hygienic social media lifestyle. Because at the day of your social media, you are being profiled and you are being watched. Then number 3, do due diligence on everything. Legal due diligence, financial due diligence, social due diligence, relationship due diligence. Now you add your travel risk due diligence. And see, this is the only free advice I can give them. If they want more, then they should buy my new book, Criminal Behavior, Corporate Crime and Investigation. It will help them.
We will buy and read ourselves. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You are colossus in security. Opinion Richard Kumado, a security and fraud consultant, Anna Yenino Edin Komona say, Uti and Semna, the matter, and let's conclude. We'll find out where's not Blaze. So the matter is dire than Blaze. I feel I've now appreciated the matter. Normal matter. What's it?
At this point, I'm scared.
You are scared,
and I'm very worried for our celebrities, because looking at experts here in Nekasa, you know, the final details are Bianca. If Shatta is able to provide to, let us sit here and say he might go scot-free of many of the charges against him. No, Shatta is finding it very difficult. Because how can you tell me? Because how can you tell me, say, you bought a car worth $150,000 from somebody you had a conversation on WhatsApp? You've lost the person's number. Now, talk 100,000 CDs and then 50,000 CDs. Even your phone, the iPhones here, if you want a brand new one, what range receipts, so that in case of anything, you return the phone and the receipts to show say you purchased it here.
Me koto fridge than say my receipt. Timi ubi baby say.
Basa oje receipt no.
Meje.
Yes.
But so ko eye more honum archives out. They will be able to get it. But maybe
you bought from an institution. You bought from an entity.
Yes.
You can always go there and reference. But this is a case where
maybe in the street.
Yes, our man is saying from the street. And I'll keep saying again, social media is not a place to fight legal battles.
And no person what you're saying.
Yeah, only obi enyasem na it's off the normal. Legality. There's legal conversations. Don't go to social media. I say this in respect. My name said Nanuya. There was a gentleman in Nigeria insulting Ghanaians about some station showing the video. I saw the video and I was like, this shows that this is not coming from a matured individual.
Okay.
Because if it was coming from a matured individual, you come to Ghana, speak to the police, speak to the, what do you call them? The copyright agencies, and they'll make sure the actions are taken. You don't sit on social media, rant and say whatever you want to say. It doesn't solve anything.
Oh, but the people who help you, no,
but at least you've taken the legal step.
No, so I'm even supporting you. Say,
yeah, okay.
Well, right now I'm done with you.
Yes.
Now, but now it's that's what I'm saying.
The people on social media are not going to give you any solution because they, excuse my language, law. No. So let's use the right channels to solve these legalities. I'm still hoping say it wouldn't go bad, and there would be a way out.
Let's pray so. But at this point, the only advice in the member Shatta and Simon Kasabi on German lawyers to take over, and I'm sure say you beat me say Edgeman. Yeah, be quite Sabugi Abuzigi Adjoining and Shatta needs to come out clean. And also the message about Mami Jemfua. It's not good for him at all. Honestly, Robert Kumsin is here. Imam Mensa, Asmarada, most of them having read the statement, laugh out loud. They are just there. Okay, so this is a different message actually. Few Dakishi, or see if they try. Hey, I don't know who they are dealing with. So this also a different. Imam Mensa or Shatta should just make simple. FBI be smart. Oh, okay. Let me do this quick interview and come back home. Na yeni enkomo Ramadi Gabriel Mohammed a deputy director NDC elections na yeni tufa akwatia yenya opening ewa homaso opening ya Mohammed wakwaba
na medo
ya da wase se unyuma doso but ye frɛ obi a unyamre man ya da wase. Now, me patrol so far preparations to sing against Akwatia by elections.
The old my main faculty with people. Not me cafe Akwatia by elections. I have no. I court ruling and I have a court ruling. Because now. Challenged that constituency results. So, it is about in some polling stations, and yet quite partial, and that's why we challenge the results. And the Yaba had the Juma to prove, say, 2024, the winning is a seat way, and see, it's just a confirmation of a Juma in 2024. And the president is strong towards winning the seat on the 2nd September.
Martinia IGP Tete Yohunu Nene Pam for the Abatuja said there will be no room for any miscreant. Na ansana ubejune kurano udi anyambra nsemo ane yachode da. Say na NDC for mafa ensemi.
Na say IGP no dey say aban say we be na enya beka say aban na nje tuma yi.
That's true.
Yes. It's a one I'm a demand officer or any. Yeah, one because any negative thing about you ever could know. Young Cassie IGP, Rebecca say a binary was or no, the IGP and the police and you. Yes, so the Abana ever said to win election. So we'll do whatever possible. Rob was said 6 number ever conducive for us to win the election.
It's not enough to say mobe win Akwatia. Enyina so ne say me koto Akwatia ba ni bia. Ade en ese me hwe. Ana ade na ese me nyina so nti ese me to aba ne ma NDC ni no. Ma ne ejina ye na mu e wa Akwatia.
Na ne punto na broni bia ehia. Na wo hia punto wo hia de obetima soma no akopa punto na aba. O soma no so a o soma no eko efu a obetime wuremu akodi ade aba ana benya ade a wo pe na ade abetie enti efo na wo kodi mu no ena ya ban na also in 2020 up to 2024 na as a member of parliament e wo aketia ena NDC ni by say na ban ni so excuse ngwa na odi ma e wo aketia enti amanko aketia inner road any roads review a enti me because the over push sa djuma no emba enti opportunity na aba no saban na wo mu no na betimi obebetimi anya opportunity na aba enti so wo akwete na beto aba obedwi o so ndwi punto so obedwi punto ndi a na yo to aba ma number 2 lawyer DB na when MP of the area because na aba na wo so na ono obedwi punto so aba
yo meje wa futuo for especially NDC for ewo Akwatia ade ne dian ana eso mu hunu voter education bi wo hono mu a obetimi dia mo
education is say abai betu we no but do no police for be doors at the polling station men bo hu say police aba hon dey intimate say men betu aba there bi omu ya Ghana for a omo bo elections no ba nti obia o to aba e wa Akwatia we NDC ni our people to Biano. No interested police or would unti and a police no DP ever to Abba. Again, so Bua Kwetia in the ABR within the last 6 months with the voter ID card or Timmy to Abba. Once we did what is coming there, or Timmy to Abba. Man can register the voter ID card identity to Abba. And no a key I did call for Moha. Yakan once a moment.
Na ka me mo akọ because maybe o hwe my last question ya na be na e ka say ade mo 184 deda asem ani brade we nso mo si akọje
Otu it's filed for 276 constituencies in Ghana but I ni say na ka winning na ka winning na e ka say enye the number no a owo number na parliament asem but the essence ye pe equity fonte ye pe obi abetimi amusmanu a ye betie na asem ente ye for elections way because uko fa NPP ni ba ni buta any say John Mahama NDC mfeli enti se project bi o say ongo jimbra obekwa ni galam say obekwa ni mining won be ye on ba be ni sika na wepe the second of the on no pay the because on the billions of percent over ho. In some people in our obey workers agent allowance. Won't go project in back. Because the project is if it's a light and now Peter scrap now. The better say a buying out was on or here Juma. And also no money party in 2028. And the one yet. Oh. So this is the issue. Yes, sure. I could see a mind. It's the number. Number is the number and can contest all the seats. The question again, it will be such to say, their doors and our Maya. 9 people didn't any person. I didn't take account. I didn't any person never become more. Eh?
It was a
People go the number and person more. Amukope. On the bed.
And sana meko Shatta Wale nsem no so no. Shatta Wale nsem ne dia awa medwe more ho. But ewie once again amemmo opinion kwantrefo a oda kuku bodo adwumakuwa no Dr. Randy Abe. Let me say opinion o mampeni ebo ni din se onko na onkoye CEO ema kuku bodo no. Ghana ni bia no ka se papa yi wonim de a obetima ya se adwuma no. Na emom ne critics asema kan ne se ono obi aye wo ne nkran ha tete ne nkran ha de. We de hu koku hu nsem se openi ema me betina se akonya ya so aka se me Dr. Randy Abe Accra FM waye me board chairman our Ignite Media aye MD our Ignite Media me na ye adwuma for no less than 4 years na minim de papa ne betumi aye enti omontwen nana Ghana fo nyina be dia dance se enne reforms a ekoso ewo kuku board no afin ko na wi be si afufufuro mu akuku board no results e baba no ene eye accountability baba no Ghana fo bo so kuku board be sa hyase afa ntuma pa afra because Dr. Randy Abe is not leaving any room for Sebi nonsense. Now we are aware. Sa position and kofro be pe. Me kan Dr. Stephen Opuni ASCO Makuku board. Within NDC and Kasa, you on crofon on pe position, sa position no. They ended up paying money to even pro NDC media, any journalists, to attack Dr. Stephen Opuni. Thinking say we any sa you be in the adwuma na ma. Enti the same thing across Dr. Randy Abe any eye kuku board. And no ma beti say eye former eye director of communication Fifi Boafo and I'm not kaka say na Dr. Randy Abe asake director say wo honom no motifie ana wa fan crofo foforo no yetu omoka and na wo motifie nso yetu omoka enti eye waste of money. Kukubo Dr. Randy Abe Kukubo da be ya no say nya no kre. Na me I wish senke ye no kre. it will make a lot of sense. Said Dr. Randy Abbey. Cocoa board in Kajuma for our headquarters one. Obe overhaul you nyina. Would your mountain if your mom Juma, you pay them.
Some your only brief in a bra.
Na yen fan crofo from Juma. Because Cocoa board Aya Juma from 2017, ABC 2024 NPP frabam aboka edia to over 5 billion Ghana cedis dollars. Me ye sure say sankrofo e momu kotena fie na o ma nya adwuma makoku bo no poni etu omoka. Nana 10 years ye mo saka no. Na mumu sasa fifi buafo na no na ma onu ye dede no. Legacy be no mu ye okuku board. Mo free ama even koko a enya nso ye NPP aban e kan Ghana koko dua e de kwaje bosia ema mo fra ban mu ne ye de koko eye beans ne de ka 33,000 metric tons mo kwaje mu sika di ma supply koko. And if you have say had the got to come and talk about cocoa board and cocoa production, mo fa cocoa production almost 1 million ton NDC Mahama Ifra Bemu Dr. Opuni na 969,000 metric tons like 30,000 metric tons near 1 million. That's the cocoa production NDC Edijamo. Last year even 400,000 metric tons they were struggling to get, they couldn't even get. Production are declining. Benefit ya dema kokwe for incentives ya dema kokwe for mutoma omo seedlings, fertilizer, chemicals mutoni nyina dema kokwe for must say cocoa sector cocoa board wana making money under NDC move for cocoa board 8 years must say cocoa board pasa. You see how they got to talk about cocoa board. Me tu chairman Dr. Randy Abbey doc ubet me say pamomu nyina amom kwatena fie odi ss o mo ne omon ko retirement pamomu kwatena fie betu omoka na fa nyansafo a omo ga na hodo emetena koku board na omo tutu ne amayi na me wie ni sa Shatta Wale. Let me make this can I say statement. Me Samo Huntor, I have said it. And the public now will be all follow me social media and most of the times whenever I talk about celebrity and the creative act. No, I'm not a fan of Shatta Wale music because my kind of music me nya o Shatta Wale dino. Me so much me pe high life pa. And I mean anytime bia no me sua de ni nyansa wo nwumu pa. Mo amutie da sebrenyum mutie nana tufo mutie obobaji adofo mutie kwa nana mpadu yewra papai Mr. A Apple for Jemu Banwa Besina Nadma Kunyameche Dada Kedimo. Yes, sometimes you know Daddy Lumba Moko Janchi
are not the same.
Yeah, Ube who say sometimes you are profane kakrabam, but when they talk about life, they are there. So me, I cannot associate myself with the act of Shatta Wale. Because me nyobia me passa. Aha, nyobia me passa. Enti me nyesa dancer bon song no. But one thing mean take away from him. How or what he sustaining himself in Ghana music industry over the years. Shatta Wale ebetimi taking more than 1 year, 2 years no releasing song be a year popular. But still Shatta Wale still keep himself in Ghana music industry. Because what transia we say microphone na music industry do na nyansa ofom. Enti say want man release hit song okra no a wo de per musician bi na eni beefy and okra alone can survive you. So he has been very smart. And how wetimi ebi adwuma te shazi at least Ghana for be any adwuma no one thing I cherish about him. That is it. But the truth of the matter is say objectively Nana have always raised concerns. Uko oman bia etumpon uko US uko India uko hen koko be sama bobo nyina din obia tete enchirima no through the creative arts ye kyerɛ mmɔfra no adeɛ ɛnam nnwontoɔ mu yɛsua adeɛ de firi siniyi mu yɛkyerɛ amammerɛ ne amanneɛ yɛsu ne yɛban ɛwɔ nnwontoɔ mu.
Even in Ghana,
yes, and if you want to know, you can be here. Ghana for be at America da. But you the way America lifestyle sit here. Or more my course back at say different from the way it's in. And to we a celebrity who are this one. It's not always about enjoying the massive supporter, the general public in the Bema. You must live a model, we can say life wa. Obi betimi emulate. Because Shatta Wale unity the whole see any hairstyle no. Ube who you to be brave because of me Shatta fan no be. The whole say ring gunensa. We whole see kasaya ne nyama bebrebe. Kwame Eugene, you see some crofo haircut, the same thing. A year can promise kofa mpaboa kakrakai. Edibana fitiase na Ghana for srene na kwa we de bia ne kan bu kakraka. By the time I Ghana for realize no na ba be lifestyle. So that is the influence and the impact celebrities war with the general public. And to say ni nipa no to na mompa e benya positive effect on the impact on the people. Say a negative so the same thing. Now some celebrities be wa Ghana they feel say they are untouchable. Because or more fan base and intino always they use their fan base as a bargaining chip. And then if you touch me, I will tell my people to vote against you. And you don't touch me. That's the mentality. Shatta Wale issue bay. America buying FBI any yen about Abrante be a friend amwa. Say or no why fragadam abu USA abrochimemu for titru bi e merewa e bi ampanyin for oh me inheritance bi oh me wow oh me gold me japade bi ebu o mafaso adwo musika opepe over $4 million. And o ma chi Abrante no and o ma di na sem no me na to afiase na bibi ti say fraud any drugs si echewa nana enye si echewu ne du kotumu a ne eja wo enyama wudi sika ne ye nyina no ye trezi ni nyina ne confiscate because was see a ton na wo mu abu omo no ye di ti omo ka entobi kodi nu body hu dwane eche no a na japade confiscate obi kodi sa fraud we a sa Nigeria ni am friends has puppy or whatever omo che no ne sika ne cars nyina de omo confiscate ento omo guso omo ye nhwehwemu no mo hwehwe nu no mo se sa Abrante amo ano sa $4 million no bu nkrofo fa so USG no wo de betoto nyama bebre bi woga ajapade bi woga na bi di wabrochire na nyama ni bi wade toye no sa Lamborghini car yellow yi no ento mo trezi ya no mu se car no wo Ghana enti omo FBI any Ghana yenso ya fa ehwebo ne sem so crime ye economic organized crime which is EOCO. So ye hwehwemu bi say ya pese oboa yen because FBI entimi so de preko pe without the knowledge or the consent of Ghana security agencies and the government maso ba be hwehwemu o ma na EOCO so okay ye beboa ne ahwe to mo hwe no mu say saka ehwe ene na ya Shatta Wale etimi enti EOCO for ba ofie so mo ba behwe se car no a FBI for hwe na no ana omo ba ofie no ampana mpombe na car no a sabre no na EOCO ho kwan se omo fa car na de ko na wo kra no ye betro anu asem but esan say EOCO Raymond Acha ending the importance of Shatta Wale in our society ntino Shatta Wale can say mo to car no ko sisi a enkrofo ani beba ho enti mu de mu nyame a
they affecting me brand.
Yes, they affecting me brand. Me am drive car na me de aba mesremo adwuma dia mabedie mamo ntro statement mamo nkam obi anti na mwa bia mum hia bia no me de be mamo Raymond Acha EOCO say yo yate anom koe e na wan kasa wo drive car so air condition and I was I do traffic me na boys or motor dey traffic shatta SM for life pa and I dey jo fans na do ko see EOCO and afa wo baba fi yoko anka ho asem obi anti then once a wonim say yoko investigation say so instead of you to cooperate no Shatta Wale wanted to blackmail Ghana government, especially NDC government, through Yoko. Hey, any abano mun can't say Yoko say Yoko touch me. Remember, government are popular because me catch them in Crawford say they should vote against you. Obi be catch Shatta Wale in NDC, any election be that person is a fool. He doesn't know what he's thinking. 2016 NDC, the biggest platform across Sports Stadium, Edema Shatta Wale ne bo Mahama paper. They paid him huge sums of money. 2016 election, NDC lose more than ever.
If that is the correlation, yes, and NDC winning 2016 election.
So our influence as to who becomes president and who is not.
Very well.
Shatta Wale perform NDC platform. So 2016 we lost. 2020 before 2020, Ekufuado invited Shatta Wale to Jubilee House. Ama ye the key say Accra was a Ghana key symbolic at the man was Jubilee House. Yet 2024 NPP lost. And those people with the pin brain posting on social media and Remonata will send NDC to opposition, blah blah blah. Who feels the entity about them? To do the right thing to reset Ghana.
Chame for 3 minutes you na menko.
You command this opportunity on country. Because the Shatta Wale person blackmail abanintin no akwa live video say and a Remonata who free say we hwan and now the political power na intimidating Crawford and their police for now their tio abamifie say them here common criminal na car na mo kasa mo kra na car na me ton $150,000 me go pipes be bia wa ha me wo app wa me dia ha car na che say poni sem bia eni ho na wo Remonata hwan wa mo hu musuo say wo be invite me na wo invite me ameme ma
Shatta Wale cancer.
He said it. Said the EOCO boss or the EOCO, nobody should dare invite him because on no ma. But come on, Sam, as if say you are bigger than anybody or any law in this country. And a EOCO good in Shishimonso. Kaya yekai. America banso also America neba. Who Shatta Wale what you to Mr. Khan would the $150,000 in a toy. Now so also in $170. Can would the EOCO form for
a quarter for fraud.
To the EOCO for $150,000. EOCO for you mono and who say was say oba na be church and say me what jet to say one can one out toy what on $150,000 now what can who people bibia can also so no ye pesi e woni pakra wa de can ba Ghana any kwan can fa so be di wunsam ni nyina nhwehwemu so they invited you edana omoto nsafro sebra no sada no na ye Ghana fo ade hye nwotwe a akohwiro mo nkwa yi nti EOCO fo eriskede ye e de konra enra no Shatta Wale wow bra pen akoye ukodu awasanka ukodu EOCO ho by 11
enye ne bro say according to EOCO no say omochro ka chen say he cannot make up by the 10.
Yes. So also ukodu by 11 ukodu at 3 p.m. Okwa ya lawyer nka ho and I'll say so lawyer ni wa won kasa. Yes, it's within your right. And you was say atwema lawyer ba. O lawyer ni bedu na 5 abo. 5 ba aban adwuma for mapon wo senka EOCO apon. But EOCO so okay we dey mpanyimfo na beto to wano nti no. Omo ntwen and omo twen for 4 good hours in the presence of your lawyer and omo interrogate you. Omo wie no was say ma bail. Sabre na ekobo na 10 na ekobo 10 no. Want me meet condition nti wo say wo hokosi say obe meet conditions na fie jaw. Then the news broke say you've been detained. Now kotie a statement a EOCO di abanwa. Kana Shatta Wale say ono ane toye. No hu papers no. Ye busa ne say car no ho car no so toya receipt e tre say wo to car no ewe. Uso uni receipt bia. Car no ton wa house me ton wo street him. Ye pushi wa so akwa bi e friend Zach na me kra de me sa akwa no kra no me nimba bi ofiri me nini mpo me nini number mpo. And it's okay. Saka ni odi ane kofa ka ni document e kire say eye wo di abra. Ukofa document ni ba ya. Eye custom variation document na kofa de ba e. But who were the importer of the car no a sa brand na mo na ye chi no oda fiase wo ye chi no oda America no won na ni di one krata no so te so na import car na the bag Ghana. Enti one Shatta Wale evade investigation. He has lied.
I don't want to make some good investigations. Whether or not he has lied.
How can you neighbor? How can you tell say car no me na me toy? Untimi nkyere baabi a wo car no. Yes, me see. Untimi nkyere baabi a wo car no. Nipa no car, wo car won nsem $150,000 no. A wo fa na face value kura 1.5 million Ghana cedis no. Winning baabi a nipa ni free. Wo car ni wie na winning ni baabi a. Car ni papers eni unto de na chese car ni wo dia. Se car no need documentation chese yo dia. How come you found the car in your possession or your custody? So this is what a EOCO investigating. But Shatta Wale free say we are popular and to bet me invoke the popularity and the fans against the government, against state institution, against our constitution, against our law. That is wrong.
Very well.
Now to wrap it up, okay. Nana, the last is a woman say. These so-called celebrities, omo can who be pan and your generation way, you lawless, you live your life as if said nothing is at stake. Omo ye we are no me can go to social media. Oh, hard work pays. Na no say rare kronfo on so much no hard ya for real. Oh, hard work. Ejuma be na so hard work. I work hard. Na kwa say wa what here? Wo bet na team for 4 hours. Na so bicycle kwa woni bi no mo bra. Na omo frantisika iska no mo to hard work. Work hard. Youth, you can work hard, you can make it. Meanwhile, you know your source of money. Which who say I didn't genuine. And because of this pressure they are buying, the youth are becoming corrupt, thieves, killing for money. That sense of belongings, they are killing their fellow human beings, killing slave queens just to make money so that they can meet that standard. Now the system, Salon and Timian put this thing in order and protected the musicians, the artists, the celebrities, and this generation and the unborn generation. We have failed as a people.
It's a very good note to end. Certainly, we don't want to fail our people. Someone who told a broadcast journalist with original TV, Charles McCarthy, are joining in the studios. Chairman, I wing of it. Topics now before you.
Nana.
Go for the way, Shatta or Honum. Health the Raf Casey and so Honum.
Michia, I have for you now. MC da Accra CTV.
Okay.
And then Accra 100.5 FM. Michia Minya Makati and Ojo Yabwa. Baba Tumoa. Mamma fa Chess Ronkoma Ashama MC. Obaye no Honorable Freeman me yan call commando ne trim kwanye. But them said there was a funeral when me in Kabusian for ya when the Omo concerned chairman passed away no. There was an adua official adua be na me call.
100.5.
But a Juma or started the ti Ashama yahu. There's no anybody who will come to write the good stories about Ashama than ti Ashama ho. Anambwa.
That's right.
Oh, first, free Ashama overhead the bad do Ashama trafficker. Na we show. And then do her a Jumana Omayewi. Oh, free do Ashama Asma Assembly Johnson na we branch of the town. Nay yim see or ye bricks na we. Over the town kept going to Newtown Johnson no. Mahose or the gravel system. Even market places, Mahose only the police for any district municipal research omoko na market a church nema o peso ye ma achama na me hu so emesebu media stations and other media stations they actually say the Asaba road to be given the facelift. The person Bob municipal chief executive there but and the management team and assembly members na any committees say omungusu no omunge na ko katamazo municipal chief executive also on hwa juma Asama MC the year no also ye bi emaye. Nana
Honorable.
Say on the 6th of July, no sorry, August, na yante Sunday. Sada na me organization cry ko ye 10 or 11 years anniversary. Ye winana sumbia ba to Ghana for ye ina. I'm say for that time be see any member ha. Na yeda yankopon say His Excellency the President say no obudu no. Otimjina na so na hwe busia for encourage the family na ya organize state barrier for this our fallen heroes. Na ya pese ene ya na monti ese na ya no betra han ya adwuma na ya kasa se no monti say Accra FM they are discussing matter of national interest. Unfortunately, Nkosisa, it is our prayer say may God receive their gentle soul in his bosom.
Amen.
Na Boshia His Excellency President Mahmoud Sukan say ye be ye fan to take care of their children no. My yenda Stanbic Bank so say omodika ko be account no and 500,000 or so egum.
500,000 cedis.
How much?
500,000 cedis.
500,000 cedis.
But you see I do 2.3 million.
Akaya yeso corporate institutions individuals say yeso ba be and contribute to support our heroes that have fallen their children. Nana mekasa no ma me to fan call me person bisa Samuel. Emse Ghana ha. Say yes, we are sovereign country anambwa.
Yeah, sovereign.
Yeah, well, a man for almost free America. On a UK bedi bone wa na mo kom krum anambwa.
No crap.
And I a man for almost mo free Ghana or mo di bone and mo jono ko say America and other area mebwa.
Can offer that crap here no.
Ya issue FBI and CIA say omochi a man from Braya. Besi ne. Amodi amabare.
Omo family.
Keno Furata na OSP was threatened to say the last resort any FBI. That was the last 3 weeks or so. We were reading say they have given clearance. Besi na yeti ha. Na MBC who say be benefit no. Import and export. Ya me who say Ghana 40 me fane me free ha ko amano koto. E ko do mo border to say UK and US na officers state institutions like Standards Authority and the FDA, Food and Drugs Authority, Ghana, no, and the Plan Quarantine Division. Have pesticide and weedicide. Answer I do name to say yam, to say more, to say better product export no. Uti me, Nana. You could do and those institutions, the same people, they start in the same schools, no, will say that our product is compromised. Then they will say your money, you will not allow it to be cleared into their market. Ebasa, Oba say Jadino, he left on his own feet. Na sa institution na omogu Ghana ha ya chi omo sika no taxpayers to perform their duty no. You will not see them challenging their co or sisters organizations omo manene a omo take a decision to ban our product. What are you following the conversation that I'm trying to put across?
Very well.
Enti ebana sayina ye betra ha ene besi this hour me no kasidin kete hono. Yam fa ken ofreta mbayo. Until OSP Ghana no is not in the heart of the president ana. Is not in the heart of the government. Let me banana obi kasa. Them say consultant no. Say work book no ochro no.
Yes.
No ochro say yanko turn book no say when there is justice or justice system and justice there. America institution now ochro let na koma EOCO for no. It's
Department of Justice.
Department of Justice. And they can say it's like Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Yes, I don't
yes.
So that it is in the heart of the government. No? Who person will catch us Ghana for any job mama yeti has no? Is it not in the heart of Ghanaians say you fucking ofura tambra and try no ah? America for no somebody will catch there. Na abana sana enter ma amudi umuleta ba. Na ye Ghana for officers agency. Na po the humpu po ehun because you person ko give visa. E ko America hana. Yentraha. What to say Ghana embassy?
This is also a very important conversation.
What to say Ghana embassy? I feel UK neither. And I feel America neither. Or apply for America so person Ghana. Then I say sorry, Ghana government will not benefit in economic. Me am hano. 2014 me ko apply to say visa say me ko America. Ma tio me scan na bibia wie. Me ko do interview no business say me ko America how many days? Let me say 2 weeks spend remember. they just pulled that paper. One paper, or I will print to her, and they give and say that sorry, that the number of days I'm going to say that America will not benefit any economic reason. So they are sorry they cannot give me offer me the visa. And SCAR process fee it cannot be fun. Do you know how many millions of Ghana citizens are?
You don't refer.
American embassy take a Ghana ha. Bounce Ghana for the beer. We are secretary. What is say Ghana High Commission?
You phrase a very important issue.
UK High Commission.
Because some of the anybody are near home. But the you call it takes a long time.
So person bra Ghana. Na Ghana embassy. This is the same immigration. American embassy immigration officers. Have we ever the last time grandpa? Na American nibi. Also call embassy or call the document there. Na Temana Minister for Foreign Affairs. Minya Honorable Okujoto. And he was investigating to the issues. Anambwa. Saying we must also say we have the boss. Yes, we are our boss, no. Say FBI, Nancy FBI, to be free America Baha. Na Ghana, Yoko police for Omuko Islam Kwachichi, Ama Mbrante for Omuya Joe Ghana. Chichumo Adentia, yes, FBI, the buy say, Omuya Monolandre. Yet they have a contempt. See that they have a contempt. Police have a contempt. Yoko officer have a contempt. Janyaka say FBI issued a red alert another day. We will effect the arrest. In fact, we will hand over our people to go to for them to take them and handcuff them to America. Ha! One tear down in area show obi America. Near the handcuffs gunusu, you're locking in the night and the sign now near the two plane. Free America 11 hours. I bet you got her. Who would that be? Have you heard say Ghana government America nibi baba try this some money ya chino they have called kunusa effort to play the America sa what to be minia bre papa Ghana for yeah Ghana for yeah
hypocrites, right? You want to say hypocrites?
Yes, hypocrite.
Okay.
Yetiha. Now, and that's quite an investigation.
In fact, you are opening my eyes in different perspective. Yeah.
Yetiha, and that's quite an investigation.
Okay.
Say, I'll be the first kebab person on country. Yantachi say, me per se, yes, say. Yeah, we are not saying Yantachi here, or could you bribe? Yantachi will walk about FIFA.
To FIFA president.
Say, Ghana law say, the one the giver and the taker are all corrupt. I don't know, what is it, a cheap brother? What is that your brother say? Manu ko hebot biom. Manu fan na stadium biom. What to be? Enya ba Ghana aye. I had the year mna kwani ye to say UK security na who po hu. Na IDP who po. Na yoko ball who po no. We are implementing what the hell?
On top person say so be committed crime or
you what the hell? Sammy, when you are
committed crime.
Please.
No, Sammy, my name no, Sammy, allow him to flow. No, allow him to flow.
Write down. Please, you can write whatever you want.
Sammy, how do you say? Allow him.
You can write it down. When I'm done, you come. I am serious. That
he is coming from Pan-African perspective, so allow him.
Pan-African doesn't endorse criminality.
That is not criminal.
It doesn't endorse thievery.
Why so stealing?
It doesn't endorse fraudulent
activities. Have you taken the guy to court? Is there any competent or court jurisdiction in Ghana here? Pronouncing justice.
So committed crime USA.
Please don't. Sammy, you are a learned person. I respect you. Respect me.
Sammy, allow him.
You are a learned person.
Chairman, you have the floor. You have the floor. Chairman, you have the floor. Can you correct no?
Ya chumno yanjai. Means to say Shatta Wale onkoye bonnet. And indeed, okay, why will you go asking Shatta Wale say, Nikan, who is the importer? Yeah, what is this Ghana?
Oh, but that's a
they could have written
that's the main question.
Government agency is Yoko is a government agency. Customs government agency.
Oh, Shatta Wale bought it.
I bought a car in Ghana here. When you come, me tower Rana moto. And you may not come a British car by you. Rana moto no important ma honorable Giselle as Hanatete, the sister now, yeah, MP of Parliament no.
Gisela.
It was imported in his name. And I think when the car got here, he didn't like the Land Cruiser. So a rental motor sold the car. And I bought it. So I will drive the car. If you come to ask me that, who's the importer? I can tell you I don't know the importer. Can I tell you I don't know the importer? And hold on, wait. Wait. And it's a one-off shopping.
You may not know the importer, but you should know the outfit.
Hold on, me to say business.
Based on that, Busa chairman say, so Rakaza James and a car. Now I tell the importer, and I tell you, baby, or talk car free, and to say, ne, what's a car near the neighbor? Car no one imported on Chairman. Oton wa went to Mianka. Document when went to Mianka, then I just a car near there.
Chairman, go.
Some who tell me limit how you.
Madam, the mic no go anymore.
Ghana for we need to correct that.
Chairman, I count 5 minutes and then I make call charge.
5 minutes. I have to take more than 5 minutes.
No, 5, please.
Chairman, what's it? So let me tell you. Many break call. Say, this is not
for other flies.
My chairman kasa.
I don't know how you say. I know, right?
But the more they heckle you, the more they don't catch you.
My catcher say, custom is a government agency. They can even prove.
It's in the
yeah, look, they can even prove that one there. Look, this is the importer. Perhaps he might not even bought the car through the importer himself, but maybe a car dealer. Like I bought it from Rata Motors. What did I say? Now, Samaba, so be a person for the cost of me. And maybe the lawyer, some lawyer catch no. But sometimes, I say if you go.
But the question is,
maybe, the issue is
the question is,
the
question is,
when you go to court, they say, are you guilty? Say you are guilty.
No, maybe. Chairman, take this question, please. The question is, from Pan-African perspective, say abrofo and from what they marrying into my fair DMco. And now the point is that, no, we have lost. No, hold on.
Look,
are we saying we should look over this?
Well, yes, he try former Maslow boss no absenteeism. And present. Where's no using this day?
Absentia.
They tried her in absentia. Almost sentinel absentia. Okay, say America FBI and the back, but it's like I say, I can find bra. Can I find the data?
Martinez.
Can I find the data?
Okay.
Me see.
Now this year,
we also need to put. No, Dabi.
5 minutes.
So I can tell you, say, I am not happy with the way things are going in this country. In that, we need to protect our citizenry as well. You should also let them prove it. If, in fact, if I were to be EOCO, I would have tell FBI, look, we are looking for somebody in your country there. Move by first, there will be more than 3 or 4 people. They take it away.
Second, so more simple.
And I must have a car to inside the mama. Who's asking me to bano? Okay, we go for can offer it. Can offer it.
Can offer it.
We go for them, because we also issued red alert. And we don't have law. Yeah, law and yeah, Juma. You want to tell me? And that is the kind of point I'm trying to say. Look, me to say, Register General Ghana Nurses registered the association.
We'll come there. So if you
asked me, I should. You told me that to choose the issue.
And so you've done this one. So I'll come back to you.
No, but you gave me 5 minutes.
Okay, your 5 minutes is not done though. I count 2 minutes.
Of course, yes. So I can.
So do that in 2 minutes for me.
Yes. I am not happy from the way I heard that minister, the way the president or the general secretary for the Nurses Association, the professional association, responded, Dr. Bibi Bisa, to the health minister. Hey, Upacham Setama, Ajamenu, Sana Omono respond mano. Upacham Setama, Okoboy, Okoboy can do 100 penny. I got no you say Okoboy. Tama Dr. Okoboy Waron. Sana Omo respond to him. So he used to tell the minister not to. Why? Was the guy, even if the guy was in prison and the Okanda found his way there, he can greet him. We don't look until you try the person.
It's not guilty.
I am not sure that the guy explained to you yesterday.
Yes.
I am not happy the way the guy was so loud in the OPD, no. But the truth of the matter is say, end of Crescent Ghana, if they rush you to hospital, any of the government agency or institution, and chief campus, you do you ever can say card first.
Not on emergency cases.
Me say, I'm telling you, would you, if you want one day, open your lines.
Not on emergency
Me
cases.
say, open your lines. People get Okada motor accidents. They run, they say, go and bring a card. People get car accidents.
Maybe I don't know.
Go and bring a card. You know what? You know the one that you don't need to go for a card. Do you know the one?
No.
If you are referred, it is referrer. That's ambulance service for no. So if general hospital is referring to 37,
okay,
they have made the arrangements there
already.
Doctor to doctor have spoken already. They have prepared the bed. In fact, sometimes if they haven't prepared the bed, they cannot even refer you.
In my case, I was referred.
So yes. So if I'm telling you based on what I've also witnessed,
okay,
they will tell you, me, I took my own brother.
Now they see
to general hospital. Cause they can't cry. Yet you want my brother to wheelchair no oh yeah, just tell me general hospital. I'm telling you.
Oh,
he died in your hands because you can't. But what is it about? Sarcophagus the bar. What is it about? That is where they will record your vitals. Anambwa, are you telling me say if you come in you cannot get somebody immediately get a card? You can't take the person's vitals and put on the paper that they can transfer?
What is your position on the matter? So
I'm saying it is only the way the violence went round. The noise that at least some OPD you get there and no bed. So they receive critical patients, and they are within the OPD. Waiting, some of them you could see that they are on drips and other things, waiting for if there's vacancy bed before they can refer you to. So that noise probably could have added temperature and raised people BP who were on sick bay at the OPD. But the issue that he was raising, let's interrogate it. Is it happening in our district hospitals, in our chip compounds, in our clinics, in our polyclinics or not? I can tell you if you take 99%, you will get about 60% people who call the phone to tell you it is true. I've witnessed. I've been razzed my relative, I've razzed my husband, I've razzed my daughter, I've razzed my mother, I've razzed my father, I took my uncle, I took my niece to get hospital, and this was what I went
Thank
through.
you, Chairman.
So please, sometimes I want, if the minister is listening, I want the minister to do this for me, and the president of the Republic of Ireland to do this for me. If you go to America or UK, you are working as a nurse. You don't speak to your phone.
You don't use it.
You don't use your phone. Your phone is put somewhere. When you close,
Chairman,
that's where you put
that
your phone.
advice is
go
taken.
Go to our hospital.
Chairman, thank you. That advice is taken. Mansour Herbal Clinic, Yadamase for the support. Go TV. Thank you. Bills micro credits. Me pacho mo hwehwe achiri kwan. Sansuna Imbus Herbal Mixture Edruno. Bojuma pa up to date estates construction. And so etria. Apostle Dr. Mageshi of Mageshi Herbal and Spiritual Center. Mameko Charles Makato we are not kujebua and so take a bite. Charles Akwaba.
Ya na me joso.
Yo. Yeah.
Ko kwa de ya asrenya. Because yesre anzeba.
What's that saying?
Entino ameda say ye di two mani mu di two mu praise my buy.
For day.
What can I say? A statement where we
statement, okay. So,
Shatta Wale, EOCO. I think say more Shatta Wale asem. This is a time where some kind of Gretchen. So our Facebook, any TikTok account now we're following now. It's not a recipe for misbehavior. So we are role modeler. We are role model because among for who will never be a for me fa. A kaze we hey and you baby are need to be hey. You see, it be difficult to blame EOCO in this matter. A bit difficult, no matter the love I will for Shatta Wale. So we follow the issue ebesi now, then you cannot blame EOCO. If there is any blame Shatta Wale for his public misbehavior. He was wrong for that video now daring the EOCO boss. It is wrong. Threatening EOCO boss or no, you're wrong. And what is wrong is wrong. EOCO at the statement by betray and say, Omubu Mrafaso, what they were supposed to do, because under normal circumstance, EOCO ba will fear someone two card the call. But because of who you are, your standing, our social media suntino, EOCO tia says, Wafa carnebra, or my you way in now, then you still have the impudence, the nerves. You got the guts to come and say, no, it's wrong. And that is where it is. People should be able to tell him the truth. You see, on Namrano Krano, on the better interpretation, on the better applying Rano. And he said, if you are taking the fight to him, he will bring it to you. Especially who is who. And man, they say, Ebesha Senka Kankakra. No matter demonstration, a twice 1 week, a mabi. A 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Nobody will be there. And today, Denu will not take him out. And somehow, Becca, will video. Any near, or more interrogating you, buy a Barbara. What's me what receipt? Produce a receipt. You can get it. Now, what's what to car street? On street. Who got tip to lane, Kotoa,
no more to phones.
Who got tip to lane? That is street. Who got tardy tip to lane? Now, who could do you say iPhone, then your iPhone? You can't go back there. That is what he's trying to communicate. And you receipt now, no, so whenever in van. But this guy didn't buy it in Accra here. It was imported. You have said, you can document or car, no, or be import to you, be na kui. And those information can be traced. Lawyer mano.
Oh, lawyers.
No, the supporters no more call now come to discuss a lawyer man na beboa. What they needed is a good lawyer who can help him.
You could even get some lawyers from America to join your team.
Any here, any day, na si campe day. Maka yoko you na maba me name so Accra FM. I say, and now no you be show
and no they relaxing. Only I'm say relaxing.
Me need relaxation.
Meba. No tie me.
You can't wear you na man can. Because
no problem. Allow you and can tie me crank be abeti ase. Ma catch the la Edem. Say me arrange official, I don't want to call it official match, but maybe official discussion. Charles Otia, the latter. The moment I will be
2-1. Allow me to equalize it.
2-1.
That is a buyer. The last 2-1. What are you telling me? Then let me go. When you get the la, I will come.
Charles,
so we not the lana or bet princess.
No, but you listen to me. Listen to me first.
Don't do this to me.
But
you don't do this thing and think so you are being fair.
Listen to me first. Untia say me.
2-1.
Chairman,
then you can give us a final match.
Tie baby and me free ba.
I know fiba. Who you got to move by was me.
No, you listen, please. Mobile can issue more regarding Galamsey. I gave you the platform.
And I'll be responsible.
Maybe. Then another person also be involved.
Present the issue.
Oh, hold on.
Present it fairly. When we came and were speaking, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't steal the facts.
Oh, what are the facts?
The fact is that when we came and were speaking, the gentleman tested you. You gave him opportunity to speak.
Charles,
as many as I can count. It's for more than 10 minutes on the show, on the live show.
One thing.
When you are recount this.
Okay. It's yedin common. The issues by Anna, I feel related to Galamsey, and I'm can't wasm.
I'm modeling.
Yeah. In the course of conversation, you cannot direct me what to say, and I will not allow you to store this program. What brings us a record? What is that? What catch them? Listen to me. Mami, come there. And now you want the program to be run your way.
It is not my way.
So listen to me.
You won't run it against me.
I'm not running against you.
You invite me from my house to come and sit there for you.
I did not invite you to come and talk of Galamsey. Did I invite you to come and talk of Galamsey? We have topics. Even if you talk, I can't tell me crying. Not tell me can't why interject.
For me, I don't have to speak. Unless what we want. But
let me bring to the floor. We had conversation. Conversation we had. Maybe the conversation
we are doing against me. I make our own person obey. Sami be car cocoa but one stop.
Mudi kind Chasti. Because this is a matter that borders on two parties.
Which party?
No, see. No, hold on. In fact, maybe see, you are just shaping appeal to pity sentiment. I appeal to pity. I gave you opportunity. The next day, only Pakono I gave you opportunity. No, hold on, Sam Pacho. And I'm saying, say, who be kawa se wa very small be so be and so then that is it. Sammy, I'll not go there, please. Sammy, it's not part of my topic. We are not going there. I beg you. No. I had on your court. We will not settle an issue. Mo follow show way. Your entire will be no be, and you bear me witness. This week, me ma cha some time. Mo be kan Galamsey asem, and it borders on an angle. So, we needed to hear from the other side. So the next day, which was Enra, and I gave the Amonso to speak about the Naimos. How have I not been fair? Now, person responded to Bibi, I'm saying okay. So I responded to her. The last week, as a man responded. This back and forth will not help us. It's the end of time. The latte ha. Na monso muti ha. I don't know boni bena my. Chabe. Station no chance makati nyo dia okwadwo yabu a uni share so e se do agongo dia ana me na mete ha no no mo bi nwin se minim dia nkamti nkonyabu news ai sami okokan kokon nsemu se debate kokon nsemu ana kokon ni ba betna no ne sami debate there a lot of times mo ba ha no mo can different things me stop mo e se we nko ade hey Charlie tourism ni free me ana me mark you enyina ye nuanom ye mabu ha no manya botere afena mesoma kuma ba sa me fa show ye so budina ko
we cry me the so muko so benya more time anyway, but on the serious note nana ensem bebre ana akoso na me ano we me bana mitio yenua Ralph Ridge Hospital anesi fo nkabom ko ne yira Kwabena Minta Akando. Nana, Yadibi Ozi. Elections have consequences. Under NPP, what did we see? Adia Yehu and say, na a government officials and na a disrespected professionals, any civilians. Government officials and na a disrespected public officials, professionals, association groups. And this you don't see and you don't hear any government official disrespecting a nurse, a doctor, or a professional, but rather civil servants, doctors, nurses, professionals, mum, and abuse and disrespecting government officials. So your onchrophobia omu wi ase omo bae no the way sititi omo no mu su no omo bae no they don't deserve to be treated as humans. They deserve to be treated as their mother organization, which is Animal Kingdom. Ghana ni akọ rich se okodia yarehwe Waso okoya ni de koso ho nani anye enti koye menteme ho ase ewa nurse fo no ene Ghana ni ntem asem ni si eno ano esan se rage ben minister na so enti ote minister no go hwi ana oba honom ana obetietie mu no ana so opeso ohun no kra ewo ensem num enti wana minister etie abadwokuo emo mu nafua enson se monko na monko hwensem num because anase for ne ka omo de Ralph anase the accused person omo so ka omo de nemo mu hwehwemu no ene be me yehu enhwehwemu ni se ye wo ayarefo bi ana omo ho ntide sie nyina no mu hu ye betimi akobi so ma omo ka de sie ye wo CCTV cameras e wo ho ye betimi akwa review CCTV cameras no ni ahwese ampa ensemo eka no eye no kre ye wia committee ni the report be kwa koma minister na minister atu anamon but before that kra no minister mo ma report case no e dia ma Ghana Police Service say a police for mo so so monya mu hwehwemu remember say Ghana Health Service or Minister of Education any power to sentence to say Ralph you guilty crowd we need that power no we need that power to prosecute our power to report the accused person to police have power to arrest and to investigate and to prosecute na judge obetina dwomo no edem nana to baby or no pronounce judgment and what the minister nyansani kwabna minta akando ye ni say opeso ohun de etuemu no first police for monya madwuma na Ghana Health Service amusi abrichi mu ene anase for no so ye hwehwemu nya hu de etuemu minister boni awaye ni na yenya Ghana Nurses and Midwives Council Association whatever secretary etimi catcher minister say minister nyama no ye nyansanim se bia nkwase asem na minister no ofira fuo mu ana
what 8 years went man ka bia
nche ofira fuo mu ana
went man ka sense we be say that
you no na ya maye work away e dey a sector minister wo ye health worker wo ye adwuma nipa or employee or e Ghana Health Service Ghana Health Service is under the Ministry of Health
to direct boss
what say Ghana Health Service say omo endorse this abuse
that na frankly suspending
I was said doctor by this time omo terminating suspension terminate his appointment
say omo dey chen answer
nana ya so se bi ese so etanso ana bon Ghana ya tran so nsemfu bi so ama enkrofo bi amadwen say omunya kọ abanyadwuma mu a na oma fa abanadwuma ne say eyomo dia na oma critique ba
because of
oma critique system bi a wo kra na wo ye government na de ne odia no
100.5
you will not have opportunity to correct their wrongs
employee to
and this nurses
relationship
these nurses and doctors, you know, that is the impression of the democracy. Ministry of Health, any Ghana Health Service, our power to activate internal disciplinary measures against health professionals. So nurse ni bi anya na djuma, doctor ni bi anya na djuma ya, Ghana Health Service it mitwi na so. Ministry of Health ni betimi pronounce punishment or sanction for that person. But Ministry of Health and Ghana Health Service cannot pronounce any sanctions or punishment against the accused. It's only the court. And these are the idiots. Almost all my school. And to one ebesi ade na sebi or my Kenyans as much a doctor speaking like this. A doctor speaking like this. When I say about them for so me ade. Me won no about them. Because a woman or damn you will not at no point and I be say udi no. There be so more than one at no point. Ubedi Sansan Funa Udi Chile Minister no. And I said Ghana Health Service and the Ministry of Health, I'm gonna employ this doctor. Some more endorse this kind of disrespect, and you don't want this kind of disrespect to continue, sanction that Sebio idiot calling himself PR no.
What him say or start threatening you?
Because
no, is the
Ghana,
general secretary.
Yes, general secretary.
What him say start threatening you? Say they will not go on strike, but they will be removed by themselves. And that they will not attempt to patients.
I mean,
from dangers. Can you imagine?
Ghana Haiti no. Ghana Haiti. Nyanko pardon. You are nurse for bebre. You are doctor for bebre. Big tifi kro munye jumanye. Ghana nurse for Ghana is so almost papa. Why is it that these same nurses and doctors are more government hospitals? Or more na do na call private hospitals you meet them. Their attitude at Ghana public government hospitals is different from our private hospitals.
Sure. You're right.
The same patient call government hospitals are or more disrespect to they pamper the same patient so about private hospital. If you say the entire, we think said that ordinary Ghanaian doesn't deserve quality healthcare. Young footages from Rich Hospital are at no point Brantian Eddie because nurse you know what did you and I'm saying Ralph wa modria was a Ralph for snap ubetimi kra kraman Uniska bobusia empty a quick loan. Yes, Kraman a powerful power. Chakrama one family me. Nurse ni say Ralph edit that dia boninsa. Ama say you na beti ehwan. Ama ninsa we kura so mu abu. Now so one central for kasa no. What the idea atechire ninsa se ninsa bu ene ya. Nana nipa nsa wa hai. Se wonsa ewo from na fichiri. And I said this location wonsa no ebe ho no ebe kese se wonsa we ko from no wabetwa ehwan a wonsa no ebe ho no
the watch about na
and I say krasi abobola ye krasi abobola na
abapwa na akanya na
ye nhempa bo ntino oko bo na okokrumoti na afichiri na ne abetwi ebe ho no mon konko esa footage ne nsa no a waba na gina o se ne ya no eno na odi address ya tese o move ni freely
but I eno any PR no kasa so se on the phone etwa
so kasa o me x-ray he say ampa na
o se Ralph apiana ma na beti ehwan enso sa ne nsa na ehwan no otimi move man yeye now there was CCTV camera. You see, Mahama is smart too. Mahama is Rich Hospital. Mahama about na see who say as that person come doctor Anaba. On them making sure so musie. Omunim say a baby baba subabi say be dead into the CCTV cameras. Ebo ho. 24/7 the cost wo nyina no surveillance recorded. Omun release footage in my yenhwe. We want to see say indeed.
Oh, yeah, Bobby.
Yes.
But did you say him?
Yes. The money full in your camera.
Okay.
Now you share. Now you crucify Ralph. You share say I'm part the nurse for cano e no kra na senya no kre. Now nurse, you said you are metna ha enso so be Munra Hospital because you yet we are not wishing say obi a listener e bia na ni de ka.
Some end that Facebook say.
This is the video.
Yeah. This is the CCTV.
CCTV camera any.
Yeah.
Yet studio hey. Yabo yampene say obi one ye nya adwen ebebo ra say one nana. Yes. One nya adwen to ebebo proud.
Yeah.
Saso na yen show be say go to hospitals a doctor foreigners for one nya adwen go and assault them or disrespect.
And yeah roughly.
Ralph black.
Yes, and this is the video.
Oh no,
and I ever no bono.
This is the video. Next in Nigina way.
I'm say or can be a chain.
Yes.
Or next
in Nigina
and we case to
Friday. Wait. Daddy ebe ne kuta Ralph.
I feel they say the phone.
Abrante ne kuta daddy bi. Next ni so or the daddy abo ne nsa ama na beti e.
On credit daddy bi e phone no.
But anyway,
me ba to Facebook na mo video no.
Say she was assaulted.
Yeah.
Where is the assault?
Accra 100.5 FM.
Maybe you better make say be a verbal assault because CCTV footage in the sound. But to say okuta dadie the camera no more will see you dadie.
But okra dadie.
Say ye dia e will see you. But back to my point. We will not encourage so be our call hospital ne be a service in no. Won't take him ransom in some. Na onfa. Who nurse ni when you say wabetia dislocate into who person party. How many Ghanaians have negligence moku enya negligence? Most of the killings any nkrofo ewu hospital no enya just negligence. Ebi ya buapaye. Na san nkrofo no the way amomo say minister kwabna minta enko che ruafufa no nkotum as if so a police officer no. One more say be na monsa so am mabusianfo ahwe mo ka so mo sin kom do mabufu ba mo so a. You think say you deserve better than them?
But your safa video no to my.
You think say they deserve better than them?
For me, Nana.
How dare you?
Chairman,
This same nurses for secretary no. Omo president maame no ani kunu ye NPP. Eye constituency chairman e Obotiano no. This same maame the same omo strike EDD minister tem. EDD abayatem. And there be now okwadio PR or susu di minister tem. And that's what we say you see maame ka temi chiro. Nana, this is the background. Whenever NDC is in power,
so me do this in 5 minutes.
This is what NPP or moye to wrestle power and to organize coup. Enye coup nyina nye di tuoko. NPP uses civil societies, civil organization, this association to fight government. And to go back to history. Just near few years ago, 2016. Ghana Medical Association number of a year protest strike any releases or release against the then government. Nebusa will say at a point under Kufuado 8 years Ghana for Kralum will say Ghana Medical Association that's so hana. The same thing on Mashas, if you have this unnecessary focal MPP Nina Dano secretary MPP and all call MPP 4 page or made the PR ni profile on that was who are being pa Edanwa MPP speak through them, provoke the system, make it ungovernable, make it unpopular. And this is one of the reasons I capture President Mahama and NDC government and say MPP ni bia no okuta position wa ba mu a wonimu de NDC ni otifie. Sack them. A doctor 4 year adwuma, a nurse 4 year adwuma. But school no mo call ya no mo on mo year adwuma no. The same school and no fair for so call ya mo da so tifie mo nya adwuma. They also deserve jobs. Say nurse ni be disrespect here. Sanction them. Busa was say ke police officer ano kaseti a honorable minta akando ka IGP be jara manafa no hodi intelligent na Ghana Health Service 41 mama sabi okwadwo we a nani apotwa said they will free in sedwase EP no timi talk e kase bi onsa fo che minister minister Ghana for to as a member of parliament school na okoye no akobi ni nyina achi no Ghana for na to sante to abama ne sem na hye bedwani eno mampani a Ghana for to abama no boom ayi ni say braba ya meswafo enti the minister represents the president. If you disrespect the minister, what disrespect the president? Now who timit na wo di na tem catch the minister say ado frefum na say bio yeni a wo ye fom a na wo ko afom mu ni nyansa enti na wo ye kuani a you have no right or you have no knowledge or wisdom to comment about so call hospital na service nya untimi nka ho asem. Such an idiot.
No or medical doctor.
And condemn of people to call him they are rather granting him more interviews. Such an idiot. When enkrofosika DC hospitals.
Same don't fortunate in say
Ghana economy they are queer and a building.
Same what advice omonfa. I will say GM name this phone penny for befa bomonfa.
Ghana economy yemai.
They should use their loyalists.
Yemai. Ye di queer.
And no more be quality of no mo yedwuma.
And ye. Next time say NPP emwekuafo ntino. To the extent say team organizing National Best Farmers Award. Ni a select so Ghana kuafo nyina wona wabo homa de ni abaso body cry am farmer.
Yes,
they have no respect for farmers. And this doctor will sit on radio and be insulting farmers. Sa host now tena dwomu a akwafu yi kodi akwafu atem no. Wo fire krase, wo maame no papa koko bode eno mo de hwe wo a wo ko squad about na ye di wo maame no papa atem na wo te ho because a favor of political party called NPP. NPP government, NDC government is better you go after the NPP most in our societies and your system no before we come after you. They don't deserve better than anybody. Unless for no etifie no, you see penny e wo fie bia no wurem. Unless for na ye adwuma no school no mokoye no, omo mutifie no amunya adwuma nya no the same school. Training na a doctor for na no manya adwuma into mo bluff Ghana for so no. The same school no be training no and no ma for mutifie mo adwuma. We need to sanitize the system. Ghana for condemn NPP government for sheer arrogance. There's total disrespect to civil society, civil organizations, civilians, and professionals. We shouldn't sit down for people to sit because I'm a nurse, so I can speak and insult a minister appointed by the president, a member of parliament elected by the good people of Ghana. No, what dinner time for now that's so called no. So Ghana Health Service. Nipa oda o mi nipa o yesi o Ghana Health Service director. Mona mu issue appointment de masa o free. Do something before you be against you.
And yes, I'm kind nyina me de aba ewum bebre ba me fa ba kope. Mr. President. Ni odo no be ka no kra kire. Mr. Chief of Staff Julius Debra. Ni odo no be ka no kra kire. Ministers ahodo. Any penyufo amaka, national chairman of NDC, work with your loyalists at the top level. Yes, in same way you can't, Muslim yenka, but a kwabaya ya ne besi be defend. And crofona mo no ye campaign, team painting kwano, to try su no, e bi gufie. Omusu senior sameka no, school away mu koye na no bia no mo koye. Give them the opportunities. Sabi so this ni to say bia movement for change for any PNC for you can see other people at him say yes they support your we are talking about loyalists. Say bia Sami Huntor you say be bibi bu Mahama. How will Sami Huntor fail Mahama or how will na no to that go fail Mahama? Because me fail Mahama ma fail me. But there are people they say Ghana Registered Nurse Association I mean na president one man appointment na ni ejuma you will fail. Because one failure, Niku no obotiana, obey opportunity when NPP come to power. Tia Pacho, do this for us. Maybe NPP Kolan one day, I don't have a problem. But there are some people are key evil people are. Asa, you.
Nana.
Chairman.
Maminka Asambichro. NPP. They can use emotional distress.
But Sansha Sibim.
Me say NPP. On met to use emotional distress to kill you silently. One, the one say helicopter now okay crash for our 8 heroes that pass away no. Say Adichia and NPP for TikTok no say ka omo pese omampan no anwu u kai pa e be yes some big day wa and obi Adichia obi because I we dey go kan dey go chi sa pokwase ye friend Obama na friend say boy na actually say friend
pokwase Obama
I don't think omo ko chi no jollof den I don't think omo person mo chi
jollof
na sa sam no enye wie you President Mama oko Japan on pen huasam on pese MPP for baba ka nuasam Okofu day, commissar flight, passenger flight. And I say,
Mahama for passenger flight.
On charter plane.
On the passengers, net him.
And Okota Dubai for 22 hours. Okofa train. Mahamati, I saw them. Now NPP say, Omukocha plane B. Me also sapple ne akufa do plane now. Now ya odiko no jalo obon soro no. On Mukocha sa picture no. No, me who drum say na how are they able to take this picture of the plane? Because me jitum say ampara President Mama of a jet or charter no okoy. No say papa we oko transit for 22 hours. Besi ne national security coordinator na oti ho. Na otu me bisa o national security coordinator no.
Mr. Razak.
Say ya try lie, big lie say. Na Sami Ablakwa Okujojo honorable. Okana Sama no the evidence eba. All the time he was raising the exposure no the evidence eba anambwa.
That's right.
The honorable member our Kumasi no Asaf Vincent Asafuja and
Asafua Oltafo MP.
Oltafo MP no.
Asafua Vincent EOCO Asafua.
Vincent EOCO Asafua lawyer. O so ya mrani.
Ya mrani ni.
O si.
Dan sentry ubo modern.
Sa dan ina. The whole Ghana. Beja President Magdi Chak. Besi ene ya chunu yo. Besi ene o kan of fan free ko. Or he has look, do you know he has got dent at the Jubilee House? He has dent the image of the president when the president did not do anything. Because of President Ampen wants some no or sell lie, for passenger plane, trot or Dubai 22 hours
Ghana for
waiting for transit. The president you Donald Trump they fly from America to Las Palmas and Hefa no koye meeting and
until we've told them say
me say Hefa baby no fly from Washington to the state no koye friends
in the very state.
Oh, who president
say on meeting with Putin.
Oh yes, meeting with Putin.
Yeah.
Oh to plane no. Now what did you see? Fly a fighter jet. Well, they escort him to that the same America you. What was your family security there, bro? Number one of the gentleman.
America. Yeah.
We have made John Mama to go by truck to Dubai, truck to even at the end or train. Do you know anybody could have say NPP need be train now? Bet to my blast it to bomb a plane in a kum on my payino.
Baby, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
NPP no more, baby.
Of course, say you share your mama.
Anyways.
Say you share your mama. You say have got in the class. I say your mama. Say you want to train.
Yeah, who helicopter me.
Yes. Plane.
Or how?
Only a stroke our form on that form. Hey, Sanya, is that we reduce our policies too?
Okay, I'm told said the state don't go Alaska. Thank you.
Mami can't
have we wisdom and Alexa Pow.
Mami can't you? Sir, nurses Ghana registered nurses association. Omo ye declaration wa strike. Or declare we are not this channel there. Or cover plane ticket. No coverage no jai wa ha. Who can pa? Besi ne akando on ate. Empty na okoye there. You see, Karamai Kitwano. Would you do the agro? About few there. About few no.
Only or
Karamaki Kitwano. Or Baffy no enter the a candle no. You have to feel no.
Okay.
Say Minister Kwakasa. Now union leader, you came to respond in this directive.
And that is your direct boss, crowd.
Huh?
Hey.
May I can't come and fire Director of Ghana Minister Director General of Ghana Health Service.
Maybe he doesn't want to be a judge.
Hold on.
On his
hold on.
So Ghana Health Service would rather.
Hold on. Come and fire Director General of Ghana Health Service. Come and fire the what do you call it? The senior nurses. What do they call them? They have a nurses officer. No, not the. They have a nurses officer in charge of nurses.
But that will be dictatorship.
No.
I mean,
that is what should be done. That look, power
power.
They don't just say you use power to oppress people.
Me see, yeah, power. If you do, when you power, now we diagram on my oku. Mama who say power no bad when you prepare. The person I can't do. He used to send a signal, a strong signal to that soul. Or he could have written to the director and say, fire her or you lose your work. Because I need your employee to negotiate. He can't call strike and fly out. Is it to do Ministry of Health work? Was it on annual official leave? And if you are on annual official leave, do you have the capacity to call off strike? Because you must be at work before you can call strike. To call strike, you must be actively working.
In fact, per the constitution, it is even illegal for essential service providers to go on strike.
Never mind. But you can call strike and then break, you jump to plane, then you go and leave us. During NPP time, can you do that?
No, you dare not.
Can you do that?
You dare not.
Minister of Health, please. Wukwa grounds, sir. Jai Sri. Wukwa grounds, sir. Go and see whether what they are supposed to do, are they doing? If they are not doing, the head of the nurse there, fire. The medical director there, fire. When you fire 1, 2, 3, minister on their ground.
I can't know almost stress the one.
Yes.
Maybe he wanted them to feel.
No. So the same thing President Mama is God give us, and people are taking his humility.
President Muhammad, you're taking for granted. They are taking President Mama for granted.
Because
he's been a nice man.
The action must come from the head. You see, first be pro infinity. Nam you chew show. About pro infinity. Because of your mama humility, no. Your mama have told all. Hold on, don't heckle me. Your mama have told all his appointees that there should be humility. So Kaipa. We said they should be humble. So if they want to do something, they are looking at how would the old man feel. But ministers act, and when you go to old man, the old man say, "Why did you do that?" Tell old man, "Okay, if you are not ready for me to bring sanity, and if I Juma, MP Juma."
You can also tell him because we don't want you to fail.
No, if I were to be a candor, I would have dismissed the president of registered nurses who called strike and took plane out of this country. I would have given the director general, I want you to produce your staff, your employee within 24 hours. If he doesn't come, if I don't see, you will go, you will lose your job. Look, as a minister, you must take adherence directives. You are there to devote to formulate policy and ask your subordinate to implement the policy to the latter.
Maybe NDC for your Roman fathers.
And so, Minister Akando, I am me as a you must let them know that you know the way. That's what the president put you there.
That he knows the way, and he's doing so well.
Maybe they saw him. Well. Obey. Across them. 100. What did you want on the minister? No? So if you think that because of his by structure of response, on Timmy, now how do I pay you? Now how do I want to say Kufo? Or what to say your mama? But now cough and see. The subordinate will deal with you. The ministers will deal with you. Someone to say you agree ministries. Time your friend said. Akoto I say, you come the friend said. A free. Akoto free. The then agree minister. If you speak at the ministry, nobody cough. I'm telling you. If you speak at the ministry at that time, nobody cough. Cannot for that. Finance minister. If he speaks at the ministry, I used to go to meeting. Or Timmy shout to custom officer. Custom officer, or yeah, senior officer. What stars on that?
For that shout, no.
Or Timmy shout to who asked you to talk? They are because lost. Because Omampeye very sober. And he has encouraged his appointees.
But Mahama cannot be like Akufo.
No. But when you want to be humility, when you want to think about your people, and they want to take your humility to be your weakness, you must act. And I'm saying, if I were to be a candor, sir general secretary, no, can my mom I would have directed the director general to sack, or you will go. They would have sacked him when Omampeye Baraka say, Dabia, Namaka say, Omampeye, and the Juma no part of Juma. Because of course, the current fourth the number parliament on Babe Parliament Juma. They didn't say to come
yeah, 2 minutes, 2 minutes per Huntor.
So I am so sad that the minister loved the staff. The minister was proactive. In fact, at certain jurisdictions, the minister could have waited for the director general to bring the report. Because the director general worked directly with the nurses and the doctors. I don't know, the Ghana Health Service.
That's right.
So the director at the Rich Hospital, the senior nurse at the Rich Hospital, nurse director, should have written their report. Supervising nurse on that very night should have made generate the report to the director of nurse, to the director of the medical center there, to the director general, and even to the regional directorate.
Now they see.
Before it comes to the director general, that's how they work from district level, regional level, to the director general before it comes to the minister.
Bureaucratic chain, yeah.
If I had to be Akando, I wouldn't have gone to the Rich Hospital. But as a responsible and proactive minister,
I didn't know where Cranka GHS Ghana Health Service minister.
That's what I'm telling you. That's the head.
So will break his structure.
That is the structure.
Yeah. Akando broke the
structure. So they would have brought the report to him
out of respect.
Before he said, okay, I'm sending a committee to look at the report.
But he came straight.
But as a proactive minister, and I agree with him to go straight.
Yes.
Because
that's good. I agree.
He's on top of the job.
That's great. That's good.
Before the director general get there, the minister has gone there with his chief director to deal with the situation, to calm down this, to appeal to his nurses, his workers, and say, look, we will handle the issue. Why do you think that Akando should have, when he saw Raf, he should have started casting devils on him, bees on him,
your time
and
has
throw him to
expired.
gutter? Is that what he's trying to say?
Nana,
thank you.
I'm so sad.
2 minutes.
For the past 8 years, from 2017, ABC 2024, Ghana Bar Association, Afibia do no more conference, Akufuado, almost all the time, on a special guest of honor.
Where?
Akufuado, Ghana Bar Association.
Okay.
What him say a few conference or Moko and my invite President Mahama. Name nipa or my invite to Omo. Say Omomra and one may keynote address. The President of the Bar Council of England and Wales. Omwa nano mode said useless statement in Bar. Ghana Bar reinstate
Omra Mekasa. They should not give a visa to come down. Mamu man visa don't have come as someone. Mamu man visa. Just to block him from coming to Ghana.
I have only 2 minutes. So this Ghana Bar Association. This battle a year earlier. Comment and I make it say NPP uses these organization associations to fight their battle for them.
We will fight for the
and Ghana Bar Association is one. And so I'm earlier chairman Ekasa about EOCO ni Shatta Wale issue or make some statement be legally and factually inaccurate. Okay. Now said the platform here there towards here the educate near inform your listener we need to clear Chairman Ankasa he shot himself in the foot. Chairman said the car or Timono Toyota Land Cruiser no. Your company be obi na ma company ni imported the buy. Na company ni buy ya on peno and you turn the man no. Enti one
that me see sorry me obi tia me see me got talk me see nipa no import buy no me body di
uboni di
me can say
and I watch that company no
he support you.
What's my say honorable Gisela and import here or ma Rana Moto and import here and I can't buy can't buy no and or Sibia and Nino home and no Rana Moto no told them out and to here win him de Nipanwa or Momo or Dakano wouldn't Nipana or import a cano and a Nipa tone on the demo. Tinekrakran say, why should somebody like you winning the right thing to be done? Obisa wato Lamborghini worth $150,000. Land Cruiser is not worth that amount of money. That person doesn't have a receipt.
Thank you, Sammy.
He doesn't have any proper documentation. He doesn't even know the person he bought the car from. And he wants to sit here. The Krakran say, there's Shatta Wale muye and this frosters no. And we can't be in genuine Ghanaian businessmen and women are always face that restriction when they are doing business in Europe and America. Because ebasi omo flag will be okay trend ko winima ko ma pontreni meti won free.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's fine.
Ghana
Ghana